And think fogging up a mirror when you do this. Inhale in. Fill up the lungs. Exhaling out. One more time. Inhale in. Fill up your lungs. Fill it up a little bit more. Out to the sides. Open up the mouth and fog up a mirror, just like your baby can hear you breathe. So loud enough that they can hear you breathe. Let your hands come up to your shoulders and just roll them forward. And then roll them back. And then you're going to release as you come forward. Release the arms as if you're giving someone a hug, which we're not doing right now. Big air hugs. And then coming back, elbows coming back together behind you. Think of that action. So really opening up. And then you're going to let your hands come out to the sides. Inhale up. And think of gratitude above your head as you exhale to the heart. Hand on heart, hand on belly again. And our intention in this time together today is gratitude. So breathe that in through the nose, into the hand and your heart, into the hand on your belly, and then fog your mirror as you open your mouth. So think of fogging a mirror right in front of you. Inhale into the heart, gratitude. Into the hand on your belly, gratitude. Open the mouth, fog up your mirror. Last one. See if you can really release any tension in the jaw and then exhale out through the mouth. Beautiful. From here, you're going to maybe stretch your legs out. For my people with 39 weeks or Vanessa who's due in 4 days, this is probably how you're sitting. This is much more comfortable. So for those of you, whatever amount of weeks, this might be how you want to sit. So you're sitting on your pillow, your bolster, and then if you're cross-legged, switch up the cross of your legs. Bring your arms straight out to the side like a T and just circle your wrists. That's it. Circle your wrist one way, circle your wrist the other way. And then you're going to take your right arm and bring it under your left. So this is where you can stay here, or you can come with back hands to touch, or wrapping the wrist. So this is eagle arms. I can come sideways. And I'm just going to check on Instagram where you guys are holding your eagle arms sitting there. I'm going to see if anyone's requested to join. Hi. Hi, everyone. Yes. You know, it's like you guys have got a birth when this is going on in the world. You need to really tune in to yourself. Trust that mama intuition, no matter what shit's going on in the outside world, your body knows what to do. So releasing the fear, the worry, the anxiety, and just remember that. Trusting your body, trusting your baby. You can do this great hip sway. Now we're going to turn it into circles. So swing your hips towards the left, a little bit forward and back. Now some of you are going to make this more like a stirring molasses. Some of you are like, oh, doesn't feel good for me. It's too much. For those of you with any kind of diastasis, it might feel like you're hanging out too much here on all fours. So you can always just rest a moment or come back to pelvic floor tilts. And then you're going to switch the direction of your circle. So swinging the hips in circles towards the left, forward and back. Or you're rocking, you're just going back and forth. So wherever you are here, I want you to relax the head. Don't even worry about looking at me. I want you to just let yourself look at the mat and think of just being in your body with your baby. Relax your face, relax the jaw, and let the head really hang. Relax the neck, and then you're going to do your circles in the other direction. Or keep with the rocking. You're doing what feels better for you. And then switch circles in the other direction. Beautiful. Relax the head. And then slowly coming to a stop. Bring your hands below your shoulders. Have a look at your fingers. Fingers are spread but soft. Index fingers parallel. Curl your toes under. Inhale and exhale. You're going to lift your hips up and back for your first downward dog today. Maybe in a while. And have a look at your feet, and you're going to walk them as wide as your mat. So those of you 39 weeks, Vanessa, you're due in 4 days. You're going to walk as wide as your mat for sure, maybe even wider. So play with that. How much your baby needs room. You might feel like there's a head right there, so give that head room. Head is heavy. You can nod your head yes. Now you're gonna walk out your downward dog. So bend one knee at a time. This is an inversion. If you're getting heartburn, just come back down to all fours for a moment, or you can stay there until we're done doing downward dog. Totally up to you. Pedaling the legs, one at a time. And then you're gonna come back down to all fours. Beautiful. And you're like, oh gosh, that was intense. So downward dog is one of the most intense poses. You can curl the toes under, sit back on the heels. This is a foot stretch. If it's too much, come forward, release. And you're going to come up right away on those knees. The hips are right above the knees. Toes can be curled under or not. Inhale, lift your arms up. Interlace your fingers above your head. Push up. Inhale, one. And exhale, come over to the right. Inhale to come up. Exhale over to the left. Inhale to rise up. And exhale, you can bring your hands down. Right below the shoulders. And then you're going to stretch your right leg out to the side, toes face forward. And this is a pretty intense stretch. For some of you, curl your back toes under for balance. If that left hand gets sore, you can place your left hand into a fist on your mat. And you're just going to open up. So this is a nice safe twist for your belly, for your baby. Open up. Lifting up. Look up. Let the hand float up. Let your heart float open. Inhale here. And then you're going to exhale, scoop that arm forward as you sit towards the heel. Maybe you're lifting up that right foot, maybe you're bending the knee, whatever feels good. And then inhale, float up, stack that shoulder over your left wrist, open up, look up. Exhale, sit back, scoop that arm forward, sit towards the heel, do whatever you want with your foot. Inhale to float up, look up, hand floats up. Exhale, last scoop. Sitting back. Nice. Plant the hand down, roll up. Your left hip is right above the knee. My mom just got home from work. Inhale up. I'm at her house today because I have 2 kids, and they would be like, mommy, mommy, mommy right now. Like some of you probably have right now. Inhale up. I hope you're escaping for some of you. Exhale, come over to the right. My mom has a hot sauna too, guys. The best place, and it's a log house. So just breathing here, and she has no neighbors. She lives on a farm, 25 acres. Inhale, come up here. Exhale, release the hands below shoulders, and just bend that knee, and you're gonna slide it nice and slow, the right knee back, but don't get rid of that leg first. We're gonna do a little bit of lifting here. I call this fire hydrant, like a dog peeing in a fire hydrant. But instead of coming straight out at 90 degrees, like straight out, you're gonna come more at a 45-degree angle and try to keep yourself that you've got a bowl of soup on your low back. You don't wanna stack too much. You wanna keep that bowl of soup there, hands below shoulders. You're just gonna lift up for 3 here. Get into the glutes. 1, and more of a 45-degree angle. 2, and 3. Beautiful. I know that was work. Hands below shoulders, knees below hips. Inhale, curl the toes. Exhale, push back into downward dog. Again, you guys are walking your feet wider than hip width apart. Pedal the legs. Ground down through the hands. And then we're going to do the left side. So come back down to your knees. Hands below shoulders. Stretch the left leg out. Toes face forward. Back, right toes curled under for balance. And then you're going to breathe here. You can come into a fist on that right hand, even into a towel or a cushion. And then open up to the left. Palm is open, heart is open. You're pulling in all the gratitude right now. Nice, beautiful twist for you and your baby. Nice and safe, baby. Has lots of room here. Breathing, inhale. Then exhale, you're going to scoop your arm forward, sit towards the heel, and you can lift your foot up or keep the toe down, whatever feels good. Some moms like to bend their knee. Inhale, coming up. So this is the twist. Exhale is the scoop. So you're going to scoop that arm forward, sit towards the heel. You can do whatever you want with your leg that's outstretched. Last time, inhale, float the arm up. Exhale, scoop the arm forward. And then plant the hand down, rolling up to fingertips. Interlace your hands above your head. Inhale to lift up, push up, fingers towards the ceiling. Inhale, and just come over slightly towards that outstretched leg. Inhale here, exhale, release. Inhaling, exhale, hands down, below the shoulders. Bend that knee and just scoot your foot nice and gentle. Slide that leg around. Transitions are never slow in prenatal, or never quick in prenatal. They're always slow, deliberate. And again, we're gonna bend that knee. We're gonna find not that 90 degree, kind of pinches when you're pregnant. 45 degrees there. Find your bowl of soup on your low back, hands below the shoulders. Lift up for 1, for 2, for 3. Good work. And then bring your knees below the hips, hands below shoulders, curl the toes. Inhale, exhale, push back, downward dog. You're doing great. Again, find the downward dog for your body. You can walk it wider, pedal your legs, grounding down through the hands. And then you're gonna bend the knees and you're gonna tiptoe to your mid-mat. And then wider, wide feet, nice and wide for the belly. You can come into a forward fold, wherever it works. You can be at the back of your mat, mid-back mat, wherever it works. And you're just gonna bend the knees and hang out here in a forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows, hang the head heavy, and just hang out here for a moment, letting the skull be heavy, creating space in the vertebrae, because we don't do a lot of forward folds, but they're actually really good to release and build strength. And just pause here a moment. And then slowly, gently, you're gonna sit back with the hands, the elbows, forearms on an imaginary chair. So this is a wide-legged chair. You're sitting as wide as you want, those feet apart. Lots of room for your belly. And then your hands down on the thighs. Inhale, push yourself up. Nice and tall, standing. Bring your hands above your head. Interlace the fingers, push up, and just pause and standing. And release. Now, because a lot of you said and shared today that you're feeling worried, lonely, fearful, we're gonna do a magic breath. You're gonna first take your little towel, blanket. Mine was a piece of an old yoga mat, and you're gonna get rid of it so you're on your full, beautiful mat. There's nothing that can trip you, just you and your mat. And you're gonna find something called horse stance. So think of riding a horse. Your feet are wider than hip width, definitely. So if you haven't ridden a horse, it's almost a leg width apart, but coming in a bit, a little more comfortable. So this is horse stance. You're gonna feel this nice strong stance here. Ground out through the heels, and then you're gonna do a nice magic breath. So inhale, zipper up to heart center. And then you're gonna bring your fingers up as if you're building a little house with your fingers. And then when you let go, you're gonna whoosh into the sky. And then when you come to about here, you're gonna slow it down even more. So this is a great breath to do with kids to relieve anxiety, anger. A lot of kids have so much emotion and they don't know how to experience it. I'm gonna come a little closer so, that camera can't see me as well. But you're gonna think of this magic breath in your horse stance to really let go. And you guys are at home. I want you to be loud, like Harry Potter, whoosh, magic sound, whoosh, really release it. So I want you to think of the worries that you have right now with this pandemic. Okay, inhale up to center and just say the pandemic. Release it. Whoosh. And it's a lot of worries. So we're gonna do that again, okay? Inhale, heart center. Big breath in, and then whoosh. 2 more times, because it's a big worry right now. Inhale, heart center. Switch the fingers to the ceiling. Inhale up. Whoosh. Exhale, let it go. Then you're going to slow your hands down about here. That's it. Last time. We're going to release the worry about this. No matter what's going on in the world, whoosh. Your body is creating a perfect being. Or for a mama with twins, 2 perfect beings. And they'll just remember your strength to get you through this time and release that. Isn't that powerful? So magic breaths, if you guys are worried before you go to bed, just do a few magic breaths and say out loud what's going on. Sometimes I even say like this, work stress, whoosh, that kind of thing. In-laws, whoosh, whatever it is, you release it, okay? So come to, even though I love my in-laws, I just made that up because I know a lot of people don't, which I hope changes for you, but we're gonna come now into mountain pose. So mountain pose when you're expecting is whatever feels solid for you. So you can have feet shoulder width apart or wider. Some moms like their toes out, some moms don't. So find mountain pose, shrug shoulders up and back, palms open, snuggle baby in and feel strong like a mountain. No matter what happens in the world, you are a strong mama, okay? Say it to yourself, I am a strong mama. All right, inhale up, palms touch. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. And you're not gonna, don't worry about if you can't come too far, you're gonna widen that space so you have room for your baby. We're not coming like a full forward fold, just kind of halfway. And then hands to the top of the thighs, elbows in, gaze down at the floor. You see I have a nice flat back, nothing rounding here. Gaze down, flat back, exhale, chair pose. Inhale, rise up. Hands to heart. Beautiful. Now you're gonna widen that mountain pose a little bit. So instead of shoulder width, a little wider so you can come into a deeper forward fold for the next one. Inhale, arms up, palms touch. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. You can bend the knees if the belly needs room, as much as you need to here. And then hands to the top of the thighs, elbows in, flat back. Inhale, chair pose, exhale. Staying nice and low, arms can be up or they can be on your belly, be on the thighs. And then inhale, rise up, hands to heart center. Beautiful. You're gonna take your right leg, lift it up, and step, halfway back your mat. And then you're gonna bring your toes out to 45 degrees. Now, in regular Ashtanga, heels are aligned. When you're pregnant, lots of space there, okay? Don't worry about squaring the hips, just let the hips be. Arms up, warrior one. Inhale, exhale, circle them back. For one, up. For two, circle back, stand tall, and warrior one here. On my knee is right above the ankle, up, circle it back. Up and back. Beautiful. Bend that back knee, hop, hop, hop. Shake out the legs. We'll do the other side. Shrug shoulders up and back. Left foot lifts. Step back halfway. And then ground the toes down. Toes at about 45 degrees. Walk it wider. Feel solid. That front knee is right above the ankle. Bend it. Feel strong. Then your arms move up. Solid hands. Hands energetically are holding this power. They're not relaxed hands. They are strong. As if you had an energy ball there. This energy ball that your mama needs all the time. Hold, inhale, exhale, circle it forward. Inhale for one. And again, last time, up and forward. Beautiful. Arms up. Good. And then hands to heart. Bend the back knee. Hop, hop, hop. Shake the legs up. All right. We're going to come into, let's see what time it is. Because I want to give you guys Shavasana. I guess you can do Shavasana at home, right? So I'm not kind of biting into your time, but I still will do a Shavasana. So back, we're going to come into Warrior Two and Goddess. So this is, think of this as your active labor. This is the hardest part of class. So you can do it, especially you, Vanessa. If you're tired though, seriously, do a child's pose or, because that's what's coming up next, by the way. Child's pose is after this. So you're going to find the top of your mat, the feet a little bit wider, float that right leg up. Step, big step, down your mat, and then find your back foot. This time is parallel with the back of your mat. So parallel foot with the back of your mat, heel to heel or heel to arch alignment, and then you're going to have that nice deep sink into the knee. So that's strong pose, Warrior Two. The knee is at a right angle above the ankle, float the arms out. That's it. Gaze is powerful over your front fingers. Feel the strength of your body, mamas. And then you're going to inhale, zipper up for one. Straighten the front leg. And then push out. Inhale. Out through the mouth. Think of pushing all that negativity away. The bad headlines, whatever. Last time up. And release it. Then bring that hand down, straighten that leg, Bring your toes so they face forward. Whatever side of the room they're facing, doesn't matter. You might feel like you're facing the back of me. It's okay. Just listen closely. Look at your feet and line up the heels so that you have solid heel alignment. Slightly bring the toes out so that you're not in a ballerina toe kind of thing. You're more just slightly toe out. And then bend your knees so that they go in the same direction your toes. You're sinking in a nice dotted squat. Bring your hands onto your thighs and you're gonna rock back and forth here. So I don't have music right now going on. I sent you guys a playlist, what I think you'll really enjoy. For those of you that signed up for the class, for those of you on Instagram, you can be playing whatever music you like here. But I suggest a nice upbeat song when you're in Goddess, because this is your active labor. Coming back and forth, pause here. Inhale, exhale, drop the right shoulder down and look over the left. Inhale, lift up, right shoulder, drop the left shoulder down, look over the right. Almost done, good work. Inhale up and slowly rise up. Good, bring the feet in, zigzag them in, nice and slow. Again, transitions are slow. Hand to belly, hand to heart. Just nice, gentle rocking figure eights. If you have that coordination. Nice figure eights. Feet are shoulder width apart, maybe hip width apart a little wider. And just feel that heart beating. It's bringing nice nutrients down to your baby. And switch the direction of your figure eights. Beautiful. And then you're gonna come back to the top of your mat. This is our last babies here, and you're gonna now do your placenta. So this is the last part of your labor. Find mountain pose, shoulders back. You're gonna lift that left leg up this time. Big step back. Back foot is parallel with the back of your mat. Heel to heel, heel to large alignment. Then you're gonna sink down into goddess, into warrior two, arms float up. That front knee is right over your ankle. So legs are tired now, guys. You've worked hard. Inhaling, zipper up, straighten the front leg, zipper up to heart center, and then open the mouth as you push the breath out. Inhale, zipper up. Exhaling. Pull in the gratitude. Send out the fear. Pull in the gratitude for what you shared today. Send out the worry. Last time, gratitude, pull it up. And send out that anxiety. Good. Palms down, take your time here. Nice and slow transition. Back arm comes around to the ground, bringing your back knee down. Nice and slow, guys. And then you're slowly bringing that front leg around. And then hands and knees, bring your knees so they're wider than the shoulders, toes touch. You're gonna sit back and you're gonna come into a child's pose. But this time you're gonna stack your fists. And then you're gonna bring your forehead to rest down, resting with your baby. Now, for those of you that this is definitely not gonna work because your belly needs more room, you're gonna come into what's called puppy pose. You're gonna come forward on your forearms. Maybe some of you, child's pose isn't your pose when you're pregnant. That was me, I hated child's pose, but some people love this pose. So every pregnancy is so different. My hips are right above my knees. My elbows are wide, my forearms are down, and my hands are flat but stacked. And I'm just resting my forehead on my hands. So belly has lots more room in that puppy pose version. Just take a moment to rest here, grounding. Now, for those of you feeling anxious, lonely, anxiety, this is your pose. You're gonna do downward dog. Okay, this is what you guys are gonna do this week. Cat cow, push back to downward dog, then you're gonna do child's pose. So 3 poses, okay? Until I see you next time, or if I don't see you next time for my 39 weekers, do this a few times. Cat cow, push back to downward dog, and then rest in a child's pose or puppy pose, okay? And just relax, feel your body. Let the yoga do the work. And really breathe love into your sacrum, your low back. And exhale through the mouth as if you're fogging that mirror up. We're gonna do 3 more breaths here and then come out. So big breath in through the nose, fill up the back body. Open the mouth, let it go. Inhale in. Big breath out. Let it go, guys. Let that stress, anxiety go. There's so much going on. Let the tears flow. If you're feeling anxious and you need to cry, just cry. Inhale in. It's okay. You can do this. Your baby can do this. Your body's amazing. And then you're going to slowly, one more breath in, exhale it out. Slowly coming up. Hands below shoulders, knees below the hips. You're going to sit back on your feet. And then you're going to come over to your right butt cheek and then gently bring those legs around the front. And then you can shake the legs out. Our last pose today is going to be bridge pose and then shavasana. If you don't like bridge pose, you can do another pose if you'd like. But we're going to do bridge, or you can go right into your shavasana. So to come onto your back, before you go on your back, I know some of you are probably on your backs already because I told you where we're going. You're just going to bend your knees and you're going to get your shavasana props ready. So I like to have a bolster that when I lay on my side, that's going to support my top leg. And I'm going to have, you guys, you're at home, so grab that pillow for under your head. Getting ready, and it's pushed back, so it's not part of your bridge pose, but it's ready. Your props are ready. And you're going to come on to that left hip, slide down the body first, and then roll into the back. So bringing palms down to the ground. Your knees are right above the heels. And then shrug shoulders back towards the ears into the mat and bring the palms down. So I'm the back of my head. So don't look at me right now. Just listen to me. You don't want to look side to side. It's not good for the neck. So just listen. You're shrugging shoulders up towards the ears, back into the mat, palms down. Your back of your head's on the mat and your shoulders, not the neck vertebra. And then you're going to inhale, slowly lift your babies high. And you can just do a little bit of height here. Feel your glutes, flex your glutes. Now reach your knees past your toes. Gaze is at the ceiling. Inhale, one more breath. Exhale, slowly lower down. Nice and slow. I think we're going to do that again because it feels so good. So gaze, keep that gaze at the ceiling. Inhaling, lift your babies up towards the ceiling. Reach your knees past your toes. Babies are lifted so high, those beautiful babies. Reaching the knees past the toes. Breathing normally, not holding the breath, just breathing and then slowly come down. Good work, everyone. And then you're going to slowly, gently roll onto the left side of your body. And then you're going to extend the bottom leg down, nice and straight. So my bottom leg is straight. And then I'm going to bend my top leg at a 90-degree angle, and I'm going to support it with that bolster or blanket, so that the whole shin is supported. Now, you might have it up higher, you might have it up lower, you might even tuck a nice blanket or a pillow under your belly. You're gonna pull now, reach up and grab that pillow, pull it under your head. Or those of you that don't have a pillow, you can use your arm, and you're just gonna rest here with your baby. This is the most important pose, is Shavasana. But sometimes when you go to bed and all this stuff is going on, and you didn't do any movement that day, it becomes hard to go to sleep because we didn't allow the motions to flow through the body. So here, just you're gonna relax. If it feels comfortable, you can close your eyes and just release any tension. So know that you're supported by your house, by your loved ones, by your family, by your community, by these mamas in this group. They support you. They feel you. They know where you're at. I know that I'm here to support each of you, sending you out the strength, the courage, the positivity. And you're just going to relax the face. Relax the face completely. Relax the jaw. And if you fall asleep here, that's great. You can even grab a blanket and pull it over yourself, and you can just fall asleep here. So ideally, your Shavasana is 10 to 12 minutes. And that might be hard for you to do that, but I would like you, when you do this, your own practice during the week. So you're going to do your 3 poses: cat, cow, downward dog, child's or puppy pose. Then you're going to come into a nice 12-minute shavasana. And you're just going to relax here, soften the jaw, and I want you to think of prana. Prana is life force. Life force flows through the body, from the crown down through the feet, from the feet up through the crown. Think of prana flowing through the body from your heart down to your baby's heart, and from their heart to your heart. And those with twins, from heart to heart, and both hearts to yours, and your heart to theirs. Think of this flow of energy. No matter what's going on the outside, you have a perfect, amazing environment on the inside. And when you bring those babies out, you're going to be an amazing mom. Nothing to be worried about. You stay at home and you've got that bubble to create. So you create a bubble, no visitors. It is all about FaceTime. If they want to help, they can leave food and wine at your door, or coffee, whatever you need. Create your bubble. This is your safe bubble for you and your newborn, especially those Vanessa and 4 days, 39 weekers. You guys can create that bubble. Get to know your baby. If it's your second or third baby, every baby is so unique. Get to know your baby. Let your body heal, rest. In so many cultures in the world, they really have no one. My friend who lives in Africa, she says for 3 months, no one other than the father of the baby is allowed to go in there, and except women and the father of the baby, for 3 full months. And she does nothing. She doesn't clean her house. She gets cooked for. And that's what I want you to think of now. Like, if this happens, that we have to be inside for months, I want you to just think of it that way, that you're cherishing and holding that space for you and your baby, and you're just going to nurture them, nurture your body. You're going to walk and go do yoga at home, do stuff that nurtures you, because it's going to be so different. And don't feel pressure to let people see your baby. Just say, sorry, I need to be a mama bear. Channel that mama bear. She's real. For those of you just sleeping here and saying, Hannah, stop talking, just relaxing, softening in the face, throat, eyes. You're just releasing any tension in the jaw, in the throat. And then you're going to slowly bring awareness to that top arm and bring your hand down to your bellies. And I want you to maybe lift up under your shirt and just feel your hand, so skin to skin. Let your hand come to your bellies and really feel that energy from mama there to baby. Let them feel you there, and you can send them a message right now between you two. I'm always here. Mama is strong. You are strong. We've got this. We can get through anything together. Any kind of message between you two. It might just be like, I'm grateful for you today, whatever it is. Maybe it's like, come soon for Vanessa. Whatever it is, just send your message. I don't want to change what your message is. It's just between you two. Let them feel you there. Take a nice deep breath into your hand. Open the mouth. Release the breath. Fog your mirror. Inhale in. Last time. Open your mouth. Fog your mirror. And then slowly bring that hand to the ground and grab the whatever bolster. Push it away. Bend your knees so you're in a fetal position, but your belly's got lots of room. Taking the top hand into the ground, you're going to lift up on the exhale. So inhale in. Exhale, push into the ground and come up to seated. Now, those of you in Shavasana, you just want to stay there and listen to me close class, go ahead. That's the beauty of being at home. You might need more rest. I'm going to come closer to you. And if you have that pillow at home, you're going to prop yourself up so that you, still nice and bright here. Perfect. 6:32, I'm 2 minutes over. I hope you guys feel a little better in your bodies. You're gonna come up, maybe hips are lifted on that pillow. Shrug shoulders up and down the back, sitting up nice and tall. Now those of you still in Shavasana, just rest, sleep, relax. And those of you seated, I want you to think of that gratitude we shared at the beginning of this class. And those of you on Instagram, we shared what we're grateful for today. So think of what you're grateful for. You can say it out loud. You can even picture it in your mind as a person you're grateful for, or just picture sending that gratitude down to your baby. And then we're going to bring our arms out to the sides, deep inhale in, exhale, heart center, and then one hand to heart, one hand to your bellies, shoulders back, sitting up nice and tall, breathing gratitude into the heart. Big exhale, fog your mirror. Beautiful. We're going to do one Om together. The sound of Om is the sound of the past, the present, and the future. And singing to your babies at 14 weeks, your baby around 14 to 16 weeks, they have perfect hearing. So those babies can hear you singing to your babies, okay? Inhale in, and we're going to clear the breath first. So inhale and exhale first, and then we'll do an Om. Inhale in. Big breath out, open the mouth. Good. Inhale in together. Hope that was as loud as my own. Namaste, mamas. Namaste to your babies. I'm going to say bye to everyone on Instagram. And let's see. And video. Okay. Oh, we had 25 people on Instagram with us, guys. How cool is that? Digital age. So thank you all. You can head out now if you want. I am so grateful to teach you, Ara. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad, Kelly, that you like that. I'm going to be on again on Thursday. It is a paid class, but I don't have any idea about this paid thing. So what I'm going to do, I think it's $15 for the class. If that's too much for you right now, if $15 for a class is too much, I want you guys to email me, or you can message me on Instagram at Happy Day Yoga and just be like, yeah, it's really hard for me to pay for anything right now. Just let me know. I'd rather you do the yoga if you can't afford it. $15 is too much, okay? I get it. So next week is a 4-class series. We're going to start Thursdays, next Thursday, next Thursday, next Thursday. So 4 Thursdays. Instead of $15 per class, I can give it to you guys for $50 for all 4. But if that's still too much, please message me on Instagram. I check Instagram the most at Happy Day Yoga and just say, I want to join. It's too much. Whatever you can afford, I'm here for you. I'd rather you do the yoga, you guys, because you need to move. I'm so glad for everyone who joined. Let me know if you liked that intro for our group here. It helped me because I know how many weeks you guys are and what's going on in your bodies. I can picture your babies in my mind. I'm kind of weird like that. Like I'm picturing like the development, how their ears are, how their hands are, how squished they are, how much room they have to do dance parties. So that was really good for me. But if you guys thought like, oh, that I ate too much into the yoga time, I can stretch this. So in this class, when I usually teach Moga, is 1 hour and 15 minutes, because you saw the intros were exactly 15 minutes, right? So we had a full hour, but this class tonight, I had 45 minutes to get all that in. So I skipped a few things, but I got in the things that I hope you needed tonight. So thank you all and have a great night, and namaste to you, and really do some self-care right now. Have some tea, relax for the evening. Try not to get bombarded by all the crazy news. So turn off the news tonight. You can be caught up tomorrow. You reset your body. Hold your loved ones close. Like Stacy shared tonight, her daughter just oblivious to this, what's going on. I want you to just hold the people you love close, maybe a cat or dog, anything like that. And you're just going to release that fear, anxiety. You worked in your class and you're just going to go to bed without reading any more news or social media. Just turn everything off and be present with the people. Okay, so thank you, thank you,